Recording live from UT San Diego headquarters in Mission Valley. It's Kaplan at night! Tonight's guest, he's a comedian who looks funnier than his actual jokes. Owner and operator of Aces Comedy Club, Adam Wasserman. She's the only one on our panel with brains and beauty. Rocket scientist and author, Olympia Lepoint. You ever want free tickets to a concert over at Valley View Casino Center? Call their GM Ernie Hahn at 619-29. You figure out the rest. Just one-on-one guest tonight crawled into a burning car to save a life over the weekend. One of San Diego's finest, Scott Frengie. Dropping the beats tonight, DJ Mike White. And now, your host and Dean Spanos' #1 fan, Scott Kaplan.
Showtime! It is on like the break of dawn, like Donkey Kong. What is on? Oh, come on, let's go have some fun. Let's go. Oh, beautiful! Welcome on Wednesday night. Good evening, everybody. So glad to have you with us. Oh my goodness, I'm so out of shape. I swear to you, just coming through those curtains. I'm serious. I'm so fat, disgusting. It's Thanksgiving's fault. I was going to diet in advance of Christmas. I just decided to let it go. I'm not out of breath. It's that bad. Hey, we've got a lot going on in town this weekend. Jay-Z is coming to town on Saturday night. Is everybody excited to have Jay-Z in San Diego? Yeah? You guys got your studio audience is excited. I know Ernie Hahn is excited from the sports arena. I am so pumped for Jay-Z to be here because I know every word to every single Jay-Z song. Here, I'll give you an example. Steve, in audio, give me a little Jay-Z. Give me a little Jay-Z. Get in the character. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on. I'm telling you, Jay-Z makes millions. Thank you. Thank you. You did that. Wow. Right? I actually said to my wife, I said, we're going to the Jay-Z concert. She said, I don't know any of his songs. I said, that's all you got to know.
Jay-Z?
Yeah. That's all you got to know.
I think you're singing it better than Jay-Z.
You like it?
Yes, I sure do.
Olympia, thank you. Maybe since my wife doesn't want to go, maybe you'll come with me.
Oh, wow. That's very, very flattering. But
believe me, you know that's what I want. But even before that concert on Saturday night, you know, Thursday night, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis are at the Valley View Casino Center popping some tags. Do you guys know Macklemore and Ryan Lewis? Here, let me show you a video from Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Here you go.
Some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm looking for a come up.
This is
So,
all of a sudden I'm doing Jay-Z and Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Now in this song, okay, this is his most famous song. He talks, and there's a whole lyric. I'm going to try and perform it for you right now. $50 for a t-shirt. And he's like, yo, $50 for a t-shirt. That's some ignorant bitch. I ain't getting swindled by that pimp. I get all that getting tricked by some business. White guys, white Jewish guys should not rap. Just want to make a political statement here. Thank you. Thank you so much. But it's interesting now that this kid is rich and famous. He was criticizing people for buying T-shirts for $50, and now take a look at this. He's selling T-shirts at his concert tomorrow night for $50.
Oh yeah.
Sellout.
interesting.
It's only because he can charge $50.
But Ernie, you're the guy who runs the arena. You book these shows.
Yeah.
Is this Macklemore doing this? That he's the guy charging $50 for? Is this something different? Is this like the concert promotion company, or is it really him?
It's him. He could charge $20. I mean, that was the whole concept of, the rate the facilities charge a percentage to sell the merchandise and they get a piece of it, but that percentage has gone down over the years. The concept originally was to get the prices lower. Prices just kept going higher. Our margins gotten thinner, theirs has gotten bigger. So it's all of them.
That's why you got to charge $50 from Pimp. You know.
Go back to rapping, please. Go back.
Go back to rapping.
Well, someone's going to be buying $50 T-shirts tomorrow or whatever it is.
I know who's not
Who
buying.
is it going to be?
I know who's not buying a $50 T-shirt, Olympia. You're looking at him right here, the Hebrew brother. Ain't buying no $50 T-shirts, all right? Also tomorrow night, while people are down at the Valley View Casino Center, it's the city championship of college basketball between San Diego State and USD. They're playing at the Slim Gym on the campus of the University of San Diego. USD fans, well, it's called the Jenny Craig Pavilion. That's why we call it the Slim Gym. Thank you. Not everybody knows. USD fans are really worried that they're going to get whacked by the Aztecs, and that the show, which is the San Diego State student section, is going to take over their arena. Now, did you see what happened this past Friday night on the ESPN telecast? San Diego State is playing Creighton, and roll the video. Go ahead and play it, everybody. Now watch the guy in the back. Forget the announcers. Watch the guy in the back playing whack-a-mole. Okay, so the San Diego State fans, these are the kids from the show, the San Diego State student section. They took over the ESPN broadcast. I'm going to ask Adam Wasserman. Was, you are our local San Diego State fan. What's going to happen in City Basketball Championship?
I was there at that game Friday, and was there Sunday as well. Very excited. We're taking over the Slim Gym, red and black everywhere. We're going to smoke those Catholic folks over there.
Oh, wow. Wow. Jeez.
Glad I said
Better
folks.
be careful. Hey, the Pope might be there and bounce you out. You
That's
know what
true.
I'm saying?
That's true.
Speaking of vermin, or varmint, you know, mole, whack-a-mole, I'm not really sure. It's kind of like that Carl Spackler one from, you know, manganese, you know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, vermin, manganese, a lot of people don't know that. Listen to this story. The U.S. government is dealing with a huge snake issue on our Air Force base in Guam. Now, here's the problem. There are so many of these brown tree snakes. Take a look. We'll show you a picture here. Brown tree snakes. And what these snakes do, there they are. These snakes slither into the electrical substations, and they damage the wiring, and it causes $4 million of damage a year. So here's what we've done as the U.S. government. We loaded up 2,000 mice, we stuffed them with Tylenol, and we parachuted the mice down into Guam for the snakes to eat and die. You see, there they are. There's the mice. They're all filled up with Tylenol. Let me just say this. That's how my wife sneaks me Viagra buried deep in a carne asada burrito. And then she waits for me because I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's do this. I'm Viagra'd up. And she's like, get away from me. And it kills me. So it's kind of like I'm the snake.
Well, it makes sense, though, because if we think about it, the snakes in the area, that poses a strong safety issue. It's not only the snakes are slithering and electrical wiring being damaged, but also, think about it when it goes on the runway. People don't necessarily think about how a plane can crash if the landing system's not right. So the snakes are like
Olympia.
really
Olympia. Rocket science, mama.
This panel's way too smart for me, Scott. I think I'm going to have to leave the premises.
She's too smart for all of us. That is
The snakes aren't dying in pain. The snakes are taking Tylenol, so they're feeling good as they're going down. So.
All right.
And then these rats, that's the main source of food that the snakes have. So if you can damage the system of these snakes by the food that they eat, then hey, you solved your problem.
She is the most beautiful, smartest woman on planet Earth. She's a rocket scientist, everybody.
I didn't understand that.
All right.
It makes sense.
All right, listen, last story. Dateline Kenya, you guys are going to love this. A man was jailed for bestiality, and he has come face to face in court with the goat that he defiled. True story. He was found guilty of sexually penetrating the goat. Ew is right. I know. Exactly. Ew. Here's the guy. Here he is. This was in the Kenyan town of Malindi. That's his girlfriend. All right. The 28-year-old man was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but that was not the worst part. The judge actually forced him to face his victim. And what was really interesting was the goat tried to get him off. I mean, the goat tried to get the sentence reduced. That's what I meant. Okay.
A nice play on words.
Seriously, she tried to get the sentence reduced. The goat actually told the judge, "But judge, I love him." He's not a bad guy. What about our kids?
Scott, I think he was just trying to tenderize the meat and maybe brine it before he was going to eat it.
That was pretty bad.
Too soon?
Pretty bad.
Wow, that was just a layup. All right, who's ready to rock and roll tonight? Who's ready to party? Who's ready to have some fun? DJ Mike White is in the house. Our studio audience is in the house. Our panel is ready to go. And guys, guess what? It's showtime!